Wow. For a third straight year? Really? Third straight year? Oh my. What's going on, everybody? Cool 200 here, back with another video. Welcome to the NASCAR Lounge. Today, we're here to talk about the Texas race that happened yesterday. By that intro, you could tell I'm not too happy. Kevin Harvick won this Texas race specifically for the third straight year in a row. Last year, he really shouldn't have said that because it didn't really count. He was unencumbered, I think they used to call it. I really hope he does not pass inspection this week, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But let's go ahead and talk about the race. It started out with like lap 10. Chase Elliott, who already was a minus 44 deep in the hole, got into that traction compound that I thought they would put on the high side of the track, and he would ultimately smash into the wall. That would just ruin his day. He would finish mid-30s, 20 laps down, I think. They got the car repaired. He ran laps, but what an unfortunate way to start Texas for Chase Elliott. I feel so bad for him, you know. Really is awful, but he's in a must-win at Phoenix, so we'll see what happens there. Minus 57. It's a hole, man. That's a hole. Heck, I think that would be a must-win even in the first race, right? Whew. Man, I don't know. That's tough though. And then another car would spin out. Corey Lajoie, he would also get into that traction compound, get loose, hit the wall, and then he would do that twice, and he would ultimately be out of the race. And then Brad Keselowski would get loose in that traction compound when it wasn't activated, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to press on the brakes also lost grip, slid, and they both would collide and hit the wall. Yeah, that would all happen, and then I believe that would be the end of stage 1. Kevin Harvick would ultimately win stage 1. Then stage 2 was pretty calm. Jimmie Johnson actually led some laps in stage 2, but that wouldn't last long. Jimmie Johnson also slid up in that PJ1, the traction compound, and he would hit the wall. And I think something in the suspension broke because he didn't hit the wall too hard. But something in the suspension had broken on that car, ending his day. Just another car for Chase Elliott to pick off, I guess. But, yeah, your stage 2 winner then would be Aric Almirola, who ran really strong along with his other two Stewart-Haas teammates. Actually, all three Stewart-Haas racing cars ran pretty good. Clint Boyer ran up the front a lot and led some laps. Daniel Suarez actually took the lead. Aric Almirola took the lead from him, and then ultimately Kevin Harvick won the race. So obviously he led. But yeah, and then we head to stage 3. Not too much happened. I was flipping back and forth through a ball game at this point. Not a whole lot happened. Garrett Smithley actually ran out of Xfinity talent and got loose in the PJ1 and ultimately really made hefty contact with the 38 car of the retiring David Reagan. Bring out another caution, more pit stops, more pit strategy, and then we would get into the run a little later. Bubba Wallace blew out a tire and purposefully, bland as day, purposefully spinning out his car, and you guessed it, this is why I'm mad. That hurt my boy's day. Kyle Larson had just came into the pits, and he was doing pretty good. He was -1, then he was -20. That put him in the back of the pack, and at that point, there was nothing he could do. I was infuriated. I get it. Bubba Wallace, he should try and spin out. He needs a caution. But it's just the timing of it. It's nothing you could do, but man, it's frustrating. It really is. But yeah, whatever. It's racing, I guess. So there's that. That would be the last caution I believe we had. Oh, I also forgot to mention, Denny Hamlin also ran into problems in stage 1, and he would chase his car up the track a little bit and spin out in the front stretch, get into the grass, fly, and then dig the splitter into the dirt. It's not good for Denny at all. But, yeah. Anyway, your race winner, of course, like I said, is Kevin Harvick. Let's go ahead and look at the top 10. All right, so obviously over there, first, of course, was Kevin Harvick. He trimmed out his car. Car was amazing. He was really fast all day. That car is going to look great as a race to win diecast. I really did like the paint scheme. Second was his teammate Eric Almirola. Had a strong car all day. Eric Almirola finally showing speed in that Smithfield Ford Mustang. Daniel Suarez pretty much racing for a contract at this point. Awesome finish for him. Joey Logano needed this 4th place finish. He sets himself up real well for the championship run. Alex Bowman had a strong run in 5th for that Valvoline Chevy Camaro. What an awesome day he had flying through the field. Martin Truex Jr. quietly in 6th. He really wasn't a big factor all day, but ran quietly in the top 10 most of the day. Kyle Busch in 7th. He would kind of go back to front. He was really just a 5th to 10th place car. So, yeah, there you go for Kyle Busch. My pick, Ryan Blaney, did squat during the whole race, but finished nicely in 8th. Kurt Busch in 9th. He would actually run up front a lot, but had a pretty good 9th place finish. Eric Jones rounds out the top 10. Pretty solid day for that Jones boy. Clint Boyer in 11th. This is our honorary, I guess, finishers. I don't know. Just wants to mention Clint Boyer. He saw some speed in his car. Found some speed for sure. But ultimately in 11th. Kyle Larson did not need this in 12th. If he wants to make it to the round of Homestead, he's going to need something more than that. He's in a hole in Phoenix. Some people say he must win. As much as I want him to, I don't see that happening. Austin Dillon and Matt Benedetto finished nicely in 13th and 14th. Let's see here. John Hunter Nemechek replacing, for right now, Matt Tiff for the rest of the season, finished 21st. Not bad. Ryan Preece ran up front most of the day. He finished 23rd. Good solid day for Preece. Parker Kligerman taking that part-time number 96 for Gaunt Brothers Racing to a 22nd place finish. He beat out like Denny Hamlin, who obviously wrecked. Landon Castle, oh wow, what a day for him. Speaking of Denny Hamlin, he would finish 28th. Not terrible for having a horrible day, but not what Denny Hamlin needed at all. He's below the cut line now. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Joe Nemechek ran this race. He finished 29th. I guess that's a good... I don't even know. Chase Elliott would finish 32nd. Okay, so everybody else behind him DNF'd. Tough day for Elliott, man. I feel bad for those Elliott fans. Sucks. Jimmy Johnson there, 34th. Awful. Corey Lajoie was another one that wrecked in the 32, 38th. 39th with Brad Keselowski. Of course, 40th was Recky Spinhouse Jr. So there is your top 10. Now, don't go anywhere. We're going to look at the playoffs, and then I've got some other news to share with you guys just real quick. So I hope you all can see that right now. The playoff leaderboard says Martin Truex Jr. advances with a win. Kevin Harvick now advances with a win. Kyle Busch plus 22. Joey Logano plus 20. Denny Hamlin minus 20. Ryan Blaney minus 23. Kyle Larson minus 23. And Chase Elliott, worse than I thought, minus 78. Oh my. Elliott must win. Not going to say anything else. He could possibly do it though. Kyle Larson almost a must win along with Ryan Blaney. Blaney doesn't have much of a chance. Larson finished 3rd and 6th here the last 2 times we've been here. But you got to beat out the closer, man. Denny Hamlin, he's got to work for it, man. He really does. He's got to have Joey Logano or Kyle Busch screw up for sure. Man, with with 2 spots already taken, it's going to be a deep push for those playoff drivers. All right, now that we got that out of the way, I'll make my predictions in the Phoenix predictions race. Here is some small news here. We'll start with the 32 of Corey Lajoie. And it says, breaking, Go Fass Racing has formed a technical alliance with Stewart Haas Racing for 2020. Some people saw this coming. I saw this coming as well. It had been in the works for a little while, but it is official now. They have not announced a driver. I would assume it would be Corey Lajoie, but that is not final yet. That does not specify here who the driver will be. So, yeah, nice for Go Fass to get an alliance here. And just one more piece of news. You guys can see here, breaking. Kurt Busch and Monster Energy have signed an extension to stay with Chip Ganassi Racing. Now, this is kind of a surprise because this is a multi-year deal. I thought Kurt Busch would stay, but I thought it'd be for 1 more year. It's a 2-year deal contract. And Kurt Busch will be with Monster again. Monster, of course, stepping away from the full-time sponsor of NASCAR because NASCAR is now going into this different motto of having, like, you know, Monster Energy, the official energy drink of NASCAR. So Monster is extending their partnership with Kurt Busch and Chip Ganassi Racing for 2 years. So maybe in 2 years, when that... So Kurt Busch will be trying out the Gen 7. All right, Kurt. We'll see what you do there. And then maybe once those hybrids come in or something, maybe Ross Chastain will take over. We'll have to see. But very surprising for Kurt Busch. But anyways, guys, that's all I have to say. I hope you all enjoyed the race. I did. It was... You couldn't pass, to be honest with you. That PJ1 really didn't help a ton. It did help a little bit. I mean, there were some exciting battles. You could stay side by side for quite a bit. But for the passing for the lead, once Kevin Harvick got out in front, it was gone. Sold by Kevin. So, you know, it was okay. It was an average race, I'd say. I don't really like Texas, though. I dread coming here, and it's just no good. Why'd you reconfigure it? Why? Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you watching. And, yeah. I got a room to clean up. If you saw that one video, you'll understand why. NASCAR Authentics, everywhere. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on all the socials, links in the description below to find out what is going on in my life that evolves around NASCAR. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.